Hi, it's Caitlin and I am back today with a swatch video which will include swatches of polishes available in the January HHC, January Polished Gamers box, and January Little Box of Horrors. We'll start off by looking at the HHC offerings, and then we'll move into the Polished Gamers, and then we'll finish off with just one polish for the Little Box of Horrors. All three of these are different shops that have different opening and closing times with various turnaround times for when the products will ship. All of the polishes that you will see are going to be exclusive to their respective shop. I will include as many details as I can down in the descriptions, but the respective shops' websites are usually the best resource for information. That's a lot of information, but I do have a lot of gorgeous nail polish to show you, so let's get into it. I am going to start with the HHC portion of the video and begin with Cracked Polish Twilight Tea Party. Cracked is continuing their Down the Indie Rabbit Hole theme. This is a mesmerizing shade with deep, sultry purple, infused with captivating blue aurora shimmers, and it also has a red magnetic pigment that really is quite shifty. I'm using the cat eye magnet on my index and my middle finger using a velvet horseshoe magnet style effect. The formula is absolutely beautiful. It's very fluid, very easy to work with, very, very even. And I will recommend 3 coats just to get this up to a really rich, deep effect. And as always, when you work with magnetic nail polishes, you want to magnetize after every coat. Hold the magnet there in place for as long as you can, and that will try to ensure a more distinct magnetic effect, because if you pull the magnet away too fast, it will not pull the pigment for long enough and disperse as the polish dries down. Of course, I'm finishing off with Top Coat, and you can see this is already sparkly under direct light, but also here incredibly shifty and really quite beautiful and unique. Cuticula is also continuing their series, and that is the Dreamlight Valley series. For January, they've created Miracle of the Valley with a teal jelly base, iridescent flakes that shift green, yellow, gold, and matte black flakes. I absolutely love nail polishes like this. Cuticula is so good at making them. You can see on that first coat, the coverage is incredibly even. I love the squishy sheer jelly base. Depending on your preference, you can leave it in 2 coats. If you have shorter nails like me, it definitely covers well in 2 coats. However, if you apply a third, you're going to get a deeper teal, and of course, many more flakes, which just only adds to the depth. And it does have a bit of a textured finish. It won't be difficult to remove, and 1 layer of top coat will smooth it out. I am using Cuticula Limitless, which is, everybody knows, one of my favorite top coats. It's quick drying, adds a very nice glossy finish, and helps with manicure longevity. Moonshine Manny is starting a new theme for the next 6 months, and it's 90s TV. I love that she has started with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, such an iconic 90s TV show. I only actually started watching it in maybe 2010. I finally caught on to it after learning about it in my gender studies courses, and I just love it. It's so iconic. So this is a rich red jelly. It's glowing with multichrome and iridescent shimmers that shift through black, red, and gold, and it's accented with gold, black, and silver flakes. I love a good red. I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I love this nail polish for Buffy. I think it's so perfect with obviously vampires and the little bit of black. It's just a really great representation, and as always, an absolutely gorgeous formula from Moonshine Manny. I do think this is best built up in 3 coats, and you will want a top coat just to smooth everything out. It's not going to be difficult to remove, and it will not be textured once you apply top coat. Paint It Pretty Polish is also starting a new series, and this one is inspired by Ginny and Georgia. This polish is called The Truth Always Comes Out, and it is a pink base with pink orange shimmer. And my goodness, I really love this one. You know I'm a sucker for pink, but this one is super pretty because the formula is amazing. It's very ethereal, and there's just something really special about the way the shimmer sparkles. It doesn't have hollow, but it's definitely sparkly, very pretty, very pink, and just a lovely color. What can I say? It does dry down quite glossy, but I will still recommend top coat, and definitely hang around to check out the color shifts in this one. And last from HHC, we have Sassy Sauce Thighs the Limit. And this is a continuation of their shoes series, which has been so much fun. It's described as a peacock green base with purple and silver reflective glitter and a blue purple green shimmer. Now this one is ridiculously sparkly. I really have nothing at all like it in my collection. The color of this is absolutely gorgeous and really fun, definitely giving peacock with it, and just an amazing formula. I do think this will be good for most people in 2 coats. The coverage is excellent, no issues with staining. Of course, it'll be a tiny bit more difficult to remove because of the reflective glitter. You might get a little bit of it stuck to your cuticle when you're removing it, but it's always a fun element in nail polish, so definitely use a generous layer of top coat. You might need a glitter grabber plus top coat, but this is so fun and sparkly and shimmery. Just a beautiful nail polish. And now we're going to start with the polished gamers portion of the video. I do only have 2 polishes, but we first up have Cuticula Sonic and Tails. This one is a bright blue jelly base with orange, red, gold, green shifting ultra chrome flakes. And I feel like there have to be blue glass flakes maybe in here too, just because it has that really luminous, glowy look to it. And again, this is another finish that Cuticula does so well. I don't have it in front of me, but I feel like this must be inspired by Sonic the Hedgehog. Hopefully I'm getting that right. It does remind me of that character, so I will hopefully be getting that right. But anyway, I will recommend 3 coats for this one. It's totally opaque in 3. It does dry down with a teeny tiny bit of texture from the flakes, but it won't be difficult to remove. And top coat will smooth everything out. Again, I'm using Cuticula Limitless Quick Dry Top Coat. And if you like blues, this one is a total treat. Paint It Pretty Polish has also created something blue for us for polished gamers, and this one is Rosalina. It's inspired by Mario Galaxy, and oh yes, the theme for polished gamers box is favorite games. This polish is a blue base with holographic flakes and sparkling aurora shimmers that shift through the rainbow. I will always be excited for Paint It Pretty polish like this. I am a huge fan of this particular shade of blue, and the holographic flakes that are in here, as well as that aurora shimmer. It's extremely sparkly. It almost has like a frosted look to it, but I mean that in the best possible way. And the formula is phenomenal, very even, no issues with brush strokes whatsoever, and incredibly shifty, as you will soon see. And our last polish is from the Little Box of Horrors, which is available 18th to 30th. Check down in the description for the link. The theme is mythical creatures, and Garden Path Lacquers was inspired by Mothra. This polish is described as a black jelly base filled with gold shifting Aurora shimmer, gold holographic micro glitter, and blue shifting glass flakes. I was kind of first confused by the black jelly base, but I think it's like the tiniest bit tinted with black, and that just helps everything pop perfectly. The formula is phenomenal. It's so easy to work with, very smooth, very even. I'm literally obsessed with Garden Path Lacquers, and I'm so happy that Karen's not afraid to use glitter because that's where you really get the real sparkle, and this is a really sparkly, beautiful neutral, especially against my skin tone. Definitely use a good thick layer of top coat. It's not really going to be difficult to remove, but it is going to be so sparkly. There were a lot of really gorgeous polishes in that video. Let me know in the comments if you agree. A few that really stand out to me are the Garden Path Lacquers for the Little Box of Horrors, Mother of Monsters. I just am always kind of looking for a glitzy neutral that works with my skin tone. So in a very biased way, I really like that polish because it works very well for me. And I loved both of the Paint It Pretty polishes that are available. The HHC is absolutely gorgeous. That's that pinky coral sheer shimmery polish. I love it. And I also really love what Sherry created for the Polished Gamers box because I always love that combination of blue base and the color shifts and of course the hollow flakes. And I definitely want to talk about how much I love both of the polishes that Cuticula created as well for HHC and the Polished Gamers. I love them both. They're both absolutely stunning. Let me know in the comments what you think of everything I showed you here today. Let me know if you're planning on picking anything up from any of the respective shops. And I hope you're staying warm and healthy and happy. Hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye.